So does she have a name or you just go bird?
No, bird, just go bird. We're out here waiting for the mallee hen to come in and say good day to us. Come on.
There she is.
Come on.
I see her. She's much bigger than I thought.
Come on.
How long have you been coming out here to look after this malleefowl nest?
Well, I've been coming here 60 odd years and my father come here before that, but I don't know how long. So to this nest is over 60 years old, I can know that.
How old's the bird that you're meeting here today?
Well, I can't say for sure either, but you know, it could be 50 years. Or getting on to 50 years. It might only be 30. I can't say for sure.
What happened to her mate recently?
Well, we come here one day and there was feathers everywhere. The next time we come, she was only here by herself, and so it's quite obvious that he was taken by a fox. I was not happy, I can tell you, because I had he was really quiet. I could help him fill in his nest in the middle of summer when it was stinking hot, and he had to get it filled in. I run out, he was absolutely exhausted, still trying to fill it in, and he let me help him.
How hard is it to find a mate when they're out here in such remote country?
She didn't mourn too long. She must have got onto the internet and got onto...
Malleefowl wants a husband?
Yeah, or something like that anyway, and she had one within a fortnight. He's got his crashed up, he's still pretty suspicious.
The thing with their colour and their patterning makes them perfectly camouflaged to hide in this sort of area, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I could say to you there it is there and you can't see it until such time as it shifts. You know, they're absolutely perfect and they're experts at standing dead still.
Do you think this is a bit of a haven for the malleefowl compared to other areas that they're really under threat?
Well, I don't know, there used to be a lot in the big desert. We used to know where they were in the big desert. But then when the fires were there in 2003, the birds were all flying over us and heading this way. And then suddenly a lot more nests appeared up here. So I don't think that they've gone back to the big desert yet.
How far away is that? They would have travelled quite a distance.
Yeah, probably 30 kilometres.
So malleefowl can fly?
Yeah. And the interesting thing about a mallee hen, it can fly like a helicopter, straight up like that. And it roosts in the trees at night time so the foxes don't get them. But normally they won't fly unless you really frighten them. They'll just run off into the bush. And then they're so good at camouflage, they just stand there. You don't see them anymore. We're looking at a female mallee hen just laying her egg now. You'll notice she pushes the wings and that right out against the side of the wall. The poor bird, when she's laying an egg, it's like giving birth to an elephant. And then she's exhausted. By the time she lays eggs, she can hardly get out the nest.
Poor thing.
Oh, well, the dedication of a mother.
Yeah. It's a male up the top waiting for it to fill the nest in as soon as she's laid it. I estimate they shift a tonne of sand a day for 11 months of the year and they knock off because they have to open this nest to test the temperature.
How many eggs do they lay after all this work?
20 or 30, one every 3 or 4 days. They lay and then they take 50 days to hatch. The nests just get bigger and bigger because they keep raking mulch in and that breaks down and makes them more soil and they just keep building the nest up higher and higher.
Is it the breaking down of the compost that keeps the nest warm?
Yeah, it's the warmth of the material breaking down that hatches the eggs. The birds don't sit on the eggs at all.
But out here in the desert it gets pretty hot, so that's why they dig it out?
Oh no, if it's going to get too hot they put sand on so that the heat can't get in there. If it's too cold they scratch it off in the morning and then scratch it back in before evening, before the sand starts getting cool. So that's how they regulate the temperature.
So it's like geothermal incubation.
I dare say you could say that, yeah.
They're pretty intelligent birds then, aren't they?
Oh, it just blows you away that they know how to do all this from birth. The young can fly within about an hour of hatching.
It's really putting us humans a little bit to shame,
Yes.
isn't it?